Let's get it. Let's get it. It's your boy Sully, and today we're going to talk about superheroes. What you mean, Sully? Yep, we're going to talk about superheroes. And since 2008, the company Marvel has been conquering the superhero game, right? They've been releasing superhero movie after superhero movie to the point where we got multiple superheroes in the universe, right? So they got Iron Man, we got Thor, we got the Hulk, we got the Avengers, Guardians of the Galaxy, Infinity War, Black Panther, Endgame, all these movies that they released about superheroes. But look, I want to talk about one particular superhero called the Hulk. And if you don't know who the Hulk is, right, he's this guy named David Banner, and David Banner gets angry, right? When some type of adversity hits him, he gets angry and he turns into this big green monster. It's even been said in some of the movies that he's the strongest being in the universe, the strongest creature in the universe, right? Nobody wants to go against the Hulk because the Hulk, once he turns into the Hulk, right, he runs through cars, he runs through buildings. There was a movie of Avengers where there was aliens coming from other planets and he was running through those aliens, right? It doesn't matter what it is. They sent him to another universe and he was the most dominant creature in that universe, right? But here's what happens. Here's what happens in the movie Infinity Wars. Yep, at the very onset of the movie, the Hulk, the strongest, what is believed to be the strongest creature in the universe, runs across Thanos. Yep, he runs across Thanos. And Thanos is a destroyer of worlds in this Marvel universe. And he runs, and the Hulk tries to come after Thanos, and Thanos just makes a show of it. Thanos just beats him to a pulp. He just beats his face in, right? He beats his face in so much to the point where the Hulk actually doesn't show up for the rest of the movie. He actually doesn't show up to the next movie, right? So here's the thing. The Hulk receded. As powerful as he was, he receded. He lost his confidence. He lost his heart. And there are some of you, this is where my challenge comes in. There are some of you, your confidence has been challenged, right? Your heart has been challenged, right? Something came into your life, a circumstance came into your life, and it kicked you in the chest. Yep, it kicked you in the gut, and you don't understand what to do at this point. You're actually going through some type of situation, some type of circumstance, some type of concern because you've been kicked in the head, been kicked in the chest, some tragedy, some adversity, some wall hit you so hard it almost just took you out. And this is where my challenge comes in, because today we're going to talk about taking down Thanos. And we're going to back this up biblically. So if we look at Job, yep, Job was a righteous man unto God. God said that Job was righteous, right? And everything was taken from Job. His property, his things, his whole family was wiped out, right? And then he had some severe sicknesses on him. And then his friends visited him and they were actually questioning Job, questioning his faith and his relationship with God, like if he was actually a godly person, right? But what happened was God restored Job, even though Job was going through his Thanos, right? Joshua, when he had to take over the promised land, he had to go through multiple cities. Don't get it twisted. And Joshua, it says in the Bible to take courage. Joshua had to have courage to take that, but that was his, Thanos was actually going into the promised land. The disciples, we see that the disciples, right, they encountered a storm while they were on the sea. Don't get it twisted. The disciples, they were actually fishermen. They were used to little storms. They were used to being out on the seas and stuff like that. But guess what? They had a storm so bad, they had to go down to the bottom of the ship and wake up Jesus. And through Jesus, they were able to overcome their Thanos. They were able to overcome their storm, right? And we see Jesus actually dealing with his Thanos in Luke chapter 22, verses 42 through 44, right? Jesus is contemplating going through the crucifixion, right? He is contemplating, he knows the struggle, he knows the adversity, he knows the pain that he's about to go through, and he's having a conversation in the Garden of Gethsemane with God, with his Father, about going through the crucifixion. So let's explore that real quick. In Luke chapter 22, verses 42 through 44, Father, if you are willing, take this cup from me. Father, if you are willing, take this cup from me. I know what's going to happen. Please take this cup from me. But he says on the second part of verse 42, yet not my will, not my understanding, but your will be done. And it says that an angel from heaven appeared to him and strengthened him. And he was in so much anguish that he prayed more earnestly, and his sweat was like drops of blood. Come on, come on. So some of you guys are going through a struggle and you need to go through God to get through this circumstance. Some of you guys are battling a Thanos right now. You're battling something that's so hard in your life and you need to latch on to God because he's the one that's going to get you through this Thanos, right? The Avengers, what they did was they banded together and they were able to beat Thanos. And what I need you to do to beat your Thanos, to beat your struggle, to beat your adversity, to beat your struggle, I need you to latch on to God. I need you to stay strong in him. Yep, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Through him that strengthens me. Philippians 4:13. Come on, come on. I need you to be strong in God. Yep, his strength is made perfect in my weakness. Yep, we all have weaknesses. We all get beat down sometimes in life. We all barely get through it sometimes. But what helps us get through it is our faith in Christ. Yep, and leaning on his strength, not to our own understanding, but leaning on his strength. Right? So this, whatever sin, whatever circumstance, whatever temptation, whatever it is that you are battling right now, I want to let you know you can get through that Thanos. You can run through that wall. You can get over that adversity. You can get through it. But I need you to latch onto the strength of God, the one creator of this whole entire universe, right? He is the one that's created all the planets in the universe. And as small as we are in this universe, he still wants to be close to you. He still knows your name. He knows how many hairs that are on your head. He knows how many blades of grass sit in the field, right? So he wants you to prosper. He wants you to get through this, but he wants you to latch on to him. You want to get through Thanos? You need to latch on to the greatest and the only greatest being in the planet on the universe, which is God. And I'll see you on another Maximize the Moment. Let's get it.